Now let's combine the flowers. Fold this floral stem wire in half and cut it into 2 sections by using pliers or scissors. Then bend the stem at this position like this. Take this core off the flower and pass this bent part through the place where the knot was tied before, like this. Then pass the stem wire through the center of the flower. And then use a hook to pull out the yarn tails of the flower core through the center of the flower. Then we start to wrap the leaves. Before that, we cut the yarn tail short, leaving about 4 to 5 cm in length. Take the yarn the same color as the leaves, leaving a tail about 4 to 5 cm. Pinch the yarn tails together. And then start winding. Wrap a few more rounds at the beginning until there is no other colored yarn visible. Then start wrapping evenly downwards. Be careful not to expose the other colored yarn inside when winding, and make sure it is even. We can add leaves here. Make the front side of the leaf face the stem. Wrap around, and then add another leaf and let the 2 leaves face each other like this. Then pinch them and start winding. Continue to wrap for about another 1 cm. Break yarn, leaving a tail about 10 cm in length. Then tie knots like this for fixation. Pull the yarn tail tightly. You can adjust the stem and the leaves like this. bent the stem a little bit. The flower is assembled. And then we are going to combine the flower with the flower pot. Pass the stem through the center of the soil. Then pull all the yarn tails through the soil with a crochet hook or a yarn needle. Okay, push the soil hard up to the leaves. Make some adjustments. Use the yarn tails to wrap around the stem. Tie a knot, and then the soil part is fixed. Then bend the extra stem into a loop like this. Then we put them into a flower pot. Then we need to add cotton into the pot. Try to stuff enough cotton around the stem so that we can keep the stem upright in the middle. Then push the soil into a pot. Next, we will use the yarn, the same color as the soil, to sew up the pot and soil together. Before we start, you can see the column of chain stitches is obvious. So we need to place this part to the back of the flower. Then we will start sewing beside the position of the chain stitches. Counting from top, insert the needle in round 2 of the pot, where is the position of the single crochet. The needle comes out from any stitch on the edge of the soil. Then we continue to work in the same way. One stitch corresponding to one stitch. Sew up the whole round in the same way. Then conceal the yarn tails inside the pot. Cut off excess yarn tail. Conceal another yarn tail in the same way. Also cut off excess yarn tail. Make some adjustments. Push the bottom of the pot upwards a little bit so that it will be more stable. Okay, this little potted plant is completed.